Hi everyone, welcome to Cycling Fail number 3. These episodes are aimed at improving cycling standards. However, all road users should be learning something from this episode because it's going to help with anticipation. Please use these clips to improve your road use, whichever side of the fence that you're sitting on. Now, on to the clips. Approaching the T-junction needs to be done slowly because people can cut the corners. And whether they're in a car or on a bike, it's always for the same reason. People are always too impatient to slow down and do it properly. Always have a glance in each direction passing through a green light. And exactly the same can be said about this clip. That cyclist didn't even look, but it's still the job of us motorists to look after them. Have a look again with the clip slowed down. Remember, fix other people's mistakes. My viewer's good slow speed in a residential area is key to this being safe. Even with street lamps, it was really difficult to pick out this cyclist. And they're riding on the wrong side of the road.
Seriously, mate?
Adding on to all the other things that made this dangerous, it also looks as though he's drinking out of a bottle. And at 12:30 in the morning, it wouldn't surprise me if it was alcohol. In any case, well done to the motorist for making it a non-event. Whereas my viewer on the cycle in this clip and the next one makes an event out of absolutely nothing. The footage is in Liverpool, and my viewer is disgruntled at this vehicle on the left. With the crossing changing, obviously it was clear for the grey car to move out, and now they're in lane 2. My viewer's got to negotiate the parked vehicles, but the grey car is approaching. I wouldn't have driven past my viewer in this situation, but because they're next to you, just slow down a bit, let them past and go through after. Make it a non-event rather than making it an event. Do you agree with me that there's absolutely nothing in this clip, apart from a bad attitude? And this clip again from Liverpool is even worse. There's simply nothing that happens apart from normal, everyday stuff. But my viewer wants to make a big deal out of it. That was a perfect time to hold back, be nice and let this vehicle out because there was nothing coming from the opposite way. But that thought doesn't go through some people's minds, they just want to cause problems. There's mistakes from both parties in this clip. The motorist in front makes a mistake, but so does the cyclist that's on the pavement to the left hand side. They both start to go before they know it's clear. And this is caused by target fixation. The cyclist focused only to the lane to the left of my viewer, and the motorist was only focusing at the roundabout. Hopefully lessons learnt from both parties. At least no one was injured, and the bike doesn't look in too bad condition. You need to keep your eyes peeled for risk at schools at letting out time. Of course, pedestrians could be walking out between the terribly parked vehicles that you often find. But you need to watch out for the cyclists also, especially the young lads. Apart from the obvious embarrassment for this young kid, this was a non-event because my viewer was operating their vehicle perfectly. This clip also proves you should never go to sleep with your observational stuff. Did you think the wheelie was the last thing we were going to see? What about the kid to the left? I'd back off here. And I also would have created a bigger space sooner. No one at fault here apart from the cyclist. If there was a young kid finishing off crossing, he would have stood no chance with the speed of that. Even if this is a shared cycle path to the left, this cyclist needs to pay way more attention to the vehicles around. Cast your mind back to the earlier clip where the motorist knocked the cyclist off whilst they were staring on the roundabout. Riding an illegal vehicle and sticking to the rules doesn't go hand in hand. Converting a normal bike into an e-bike is quite a straightforward process, and are getting more and more common on our roads. If you see someone overtaking you and they're not pedalling, give them a wide berth. For me though, it's a little bit of a shame. I'd rather have one person on one of these things rather than one person in this big SUV to the right hand side. But when you see people of a certain category consistently breaking the rules, it does create a stereotype. And up to this point in the video, this guy on the bike has done a reasonable job. But now he ruins it. I'll be interested in your opinion on this clip. It's the cyclist coming in the opposite direction that we're watching. There's not much traffic, but the question is, would he have even been here if it was busy? My viewer who sent this clip in and contributes a lot towards the channel is an example for everyone. Following the rules and keeping calm in the chaos that's London is highly commendable. Hands up if you need lessons. I always say rules are for stupid people, but unfortunately it's stupid people who break them. My comment on the last clip ties in with this one perfectly. But there's no stupidity in this clip. The young child just makes a massive mistake with the lorry coming. Remember, we're all humans and we all make mistakes, and we all need to do our bit to look after each other. Always pointing the finger at a different road group is an unwarranted prejudice. We're all a part of the solution and we're all a part of the problem. Keep safe everyone. I'll see you soon.